Hello, YouTubers. Hello, subscribers. I know you're tired of seeing my face. I was going to come up with some cockamaniac story to say why I'm back on here, but honestly, I just have something to say. Kisses to you all. I'll get to the point because Little Bit's in the tub and Daddy has her and I don't have much time. Let's go. I just saw a few segments. I saw Sean Neal. I saw um, Kinsley Schofield. I saw Nigel. I saw a few channels. And one in particular that caught my eye was when Kinsley tells us that, William and Kate really didn't feel that protected when Harry was saying all this stuff in his book. And so there was tension between William and Charles. And I could just imagine that because William's like, listen, my brother's over here writing about my wife and kids in his book, and this is unacceptable. And so, to my understanding, William and Kate felt like they needed more protection. But look at the difference. Even if Kate and William felt like they needed more protection or whatever the reason they felt like that it wasn't that they did a lot of work that year or whatever, that was the question in mind. But the point of the story is that they didn't feel protected against Harry and Meghan when they kept talking about them, and William got the grunt of it. And so, which tells me that there I'm sure there was tension with Charles, but look how they handled it versus Harry and Meghan handled it. William didn't come on national TV and say, I'm pissed off at my dad because, I felt like my dad could have did more for us. No, they're handling it within the confine in the walls of the palace. You don't see William sitting down writing a book, and his wife is the ringleader. Honestly, Sussex Squad, it looks like this was all Meghan's idea, of course, and this is all she wanted this done. She came out on the Oprah show in the beginning. She set the tone. She told everybody that she was finna start talking about her in-laws to us first. And then Harry followed along like a little puppy dog. It was sick. It was disgusting. But anyway, I could definitely understand William and Kate's frustration and just feeling violated and disrespected and just, they have feelings too. But the Sussex Squad doesn't see that. All they see is poor Meghan because they've drank the Kool-Aid. Okay, let's move on. Charles Ray. They were talking about Meghan's presence and that still, all in all, everybody has a problem with Meghan not bringing the kids to see Charles, and it does make sense. He said, however, she'll just stay at home, go in the backyard and blow up some balloons and do the birthday cake. That's fine. He says, but let me pause it on and make sure I get. This is what he said. He says, why is she expecting to be treated with open arms? I love it. I love when he said this. He said, this was Charles Ray. He says, and I believe he's a commentator or a journalist as well. I don't want to disrespect any of these people, but they are well within their right. They are great people. These are great journalist people that are giving their personal opinion at times. And here it is. He says that he believes that they both shouldn't be expecting to be treated with open arms after they went on the Oprah show and this is what he said, and called the family racist. He didn't say the Oprah show, but he said after he accused the family of being racist. In other words, why was Meghan expecting to be on the balcony after she started talking about the royal family and saying how racist they were? Okay, so then I was listening to Sean Neal, and Sean Neal brought it home. He said that during the time of negotiations Harry was begging Meghan to go. He didn't want to go by himself. We know that. You know, he didn't want to face it alone. And why would he? He didn't do it alone. Why should he face it alone? But she said no, she's not going. And the reasons why she's not going is because she's not getting what she asked for. Point in case, Sean Neal said because she didn't get the apology or something to that effect, she feels like if she goes over there that she wasn't true to herself. That's what I got out of it. In other words, she's still thinking about herself. That sounds like a selfish person talking about what's best for them. So whatever Neil Sean was saying about what Meghan's reasoning, because there's going to be the real reason. The real reason, not Archie's birthday, but the real reason why she decided not to come is because she didn't get the balcony. She didn't get these things. She didn't get the apology. And she felt like if she had a came, she would have felt like a hypocrite because she did say that she was expecting an apology. And she didn't want to feel like she's not true to that. Now, that's a little bit of I heard. And that just makes her feel a little bit more sinister because it just tells me once again that Meghan is thinking about herself. So, no matter how you put it, the decision that she made to stay at home was the decision that was made best for her. Not for Harry, not for the kids, not for King Charles. No. And she wasn't doing it for the British people. Okay. No, I'm not going to go because I understand why the British people, this is me, I'm playing Meghan. They didn't have any beer at the zoo, which is good. Anyway, moving on. No, Meghan could not get those things. And so, we've talked about that. And I hate to say that because that's just such a nasty way of not going because you didn't get what you wanted or you felt like you needed to. Like Charles Ray said, don't be expecting to be on the front row or get an open arm or hug and say, hello, we miss you and come on in and let's eat and have some chicken after you didn't call me racist and then talked about me and did all of this. Why would they expect to get anything less than what they deserve, which is more than what they deserve? They got an invitation. And so her reasoning for not going, it will never add up. It will never add up. And the Sussex squad, again, Meghan's losing because she won't be written in the history books that she was there. When later on, when people are talking about it, it'll be like, nope, she didn't make it. She missed it. And people are going to be like, whoa, what an idiot. And half of me, or more than half, and so is a few of you too, believe that I'll believe she's not going when I see it. I'm coming. I will believe it. I will believe it when it comes and pass that she's not going. Because I wouldn't be shocked if she says, well, Meghan has decided to go because it would be best or something crazy like that. I don't know. But I think as we get to the reasonings why she's not going, I think it becomes apparent that you see this self, me. My subscribers gave me a new name for Meghan called me. It's me. When I did that, me. It's me. Yeah, it's a lot of me, and that's what shocks us is that how she can just be about me. Okay, let me go through my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, I got a little bit more, and we talked about this. So I just want to go back to it. I don't know if I'm going to do a recap because I just don't know. Let me know. Somebody says recap, and I'll do it. And I think it's long. It'll be a good way to end the week, to go back of what happened this week, because every week is a lot. It's a lot. Okay, so Harry tells us there was a delay in seating. He did. It was a seating situation. And something about, I don't know if he didn't want to be behind that candlestick or he was confused he was going to be sitting there. I don't think that. I think Harry was trying to convince his other half to go. And she was not going to go. And he was probably begging his dad. And his dad was like, no, mm-mm, mm-mm. And he was still acting like Harry. So the delay thing is just tension. There's tension there. They're fighting. They're arguing. It's not going to be a nice homecoming when he comes home. Harry will just suck it up and go and come back and then shake it off and move on and continue to live with her and deal with her until she gets ready to kick him smooth out. And I don't know if it's coming sooner than later, but it's coming. This relationship will end. And it's not going to be a sad, because when Tyler Perry was on there on the docu-series talking about, he was all excited about their love story. I said, this love story will end. No, she's too sinister. Harry ain't going to be able to do nothing with her. There's nothing he is able to do with her. She won't even go with him to the coronation after she started this whole thing by herself. And I don't think she's chickening. I don't think that. I really do believe that she feels like she is not going to be behind anyone again, like she was at the Jubilee. She got in that car and she got pissed off at Harry. And that's why they had to leave early, because she was pissed off because she wasn't in the front, because she was in the back. Remember, she was doing this? She wanted to be seen then. But that's not it. They were late getting there so that they could walk in and have a moment on the camera. I get the shenanigans. I don't get the shenanigans. I'm not going to normalize that. I don't get the shenanigans. But there's a lot going on up there with Meghan. And most of the time it's coming from self. But not only is it coming from self, she's always thinking about how she can make money. Neil Sean said Harry is wishy-washy. He is still not sure. Like he wants her to go with him. According to Neil Sean, he has asked her and begged her. So now I can stop saying in my notes that I think he is, or, I'm sure he wants her to be. I got it now, that he actually really, truly wants her to be. I think I'm done. Let me go get a little bit out the tub. But I wanted to ask you this, and I'm probably repeating myself, but I just want to know what you guys think about this. Ooh, let me tell you what Nigel said real quick, though. Everybody thinks that Meghan doesn't really understands that the British people don't like her. I don't think that I think she knows, but I don't think she knows to what extent. And Nigel was just bringing that up. I don't think Nigel cares for Meghan at all. He calls her out at every chance he gets. Oh, okay, this one was a short one. I've been talking all night, so I'm not surprised. Have a lovely night, everybody.